Hey everyone, welcome back. And in this one, we are going to talk about the reconnaissance. So, what exactly is reconnaissance? Reconnaissance is nothing but gathering as much as possible information about the target. So, our target can be anything. It can be network, it can be website, it can be IP address, right? So, without wasting time, let's go to the board and let's try to understand the types of the reconnaissance. Okay. So, we have mainly two type of the reconnaissance. Okay. So, first type is active reconnaissance and second is passive reconnaissance. Okay, so what exactly is the active reconnaissance and what is the passive reconnaissance? Suppose you are gathering information about the target website, but in order to gather that particular information you are directly interfering with the target, like for example, I want to get SSL certificate information and its expiry dates and etc, right? So what I can do is I can go to the website, I can check the SL directly. So in that case, I'm going directly to the website. Or let's say I want to check the JS library used by the website, and I want to check, make sure that these versions are not vulnerable, right? So in that case also, I need to go to the website in order to see those JS files and their versions, right? So that is active reconnaissance. We are directly interfering with the target to gather the information. What is a passive reconnaissance? Passive reconnaissance is exactly opposite. We don't need to interact with the target in order to gather the information. So you might say that how it's possible. If we need to gather information, we should be working with the target. No. Let's say there is a website xyz.com. Then what I can do is in the passive reconnaissance, I can go to the Google. I can check all the URLs on the Google using Google Doc. So this way we will get information about the website, but we are not directly interfering with the website, right? So that's the first. The second method can be we can use the Wayback Machine to get the older version of the website, so that we will check, okay, so this is how the older website was looking, and these are the libraries that they were using. So or these are the pattern they were using. So it will be little bit easy in to plan our attack surface or select our attack surface, right? So that's a passive reconnaissance. Okay, now in active reconnaissance also and in the passive reconnaissance also, we need a tools to do it, we need a methods to do it. So first we have option online tools, and then we have option tools from the Parrot OS. Okay, it can be Parrot OS, it can be Kali Linux also. Okay, first is online, the second is Parrot OS. Next is GitHub. Okay, so on the GitHub, obviously we have a lot of open source tools, we can use that. And then we have our own methods. Okay, so some people might say that the GitHub and online is same. No, when I say online, I'm talking about there are some website which provides the scanning services. Okay, that's the online. Then there is a Parrot OS, which are obviously the tools. GitHub is basically checking for the open source tools. And then there is a own method. So when I say our own method, that means it can be anything, like I will go to the one on the website, I will check one JS file and I will try to debug that file, I will try to find something in that file, right? So that's our own method. Okay, obviously whatever we are doing in the active reconnaissance, similarly we can do on the passive reconnaissance also. So there are some website online which provides the service for the passive reconnaissance. There are some Parrot OS tools or Kali Linux tools to which will basically do the scan for passive reconnaissance. Obviously there are our own methods that we can use, and obviously there is a GitHub. On the GitHub also there are a lot of open source project which is regarding the passive reconnaissance, right? So yeah, that's all about the active reconnaissance, passive reconnaissance, and type of reconnaissance we conduct. Now, as I said, we are doing recon on the website right here. Okay, but so in some cases it might be possible that the website IP is also visible. Okay, so when I say website IP is visible, that means it is self-hosted. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so there are two ways to host the website. One is using shared hosting, another is using dedicated server. Okay, so in the shared hosting, obviously there is no point scanning the IP address of the website because it's a shared hosting. In self-hosted hosting, obviously we know the user did the configuration, so yeah, there is a room for the error, so we can scan and we can do other scans on the website also, right? Then there is a protection. So some websites, if are using like Cloudflare like protection, then also there is a no it will not make sense to scan their IP address, because if I talk about the Cloudflare, if I talk about the CloudFront, these are the proxies used by the website. So the IP address we get will be belong to the Cloudflare or CloudFront. In that case, no matter what kind of scan we do on that particular IP address, it will be worthless, right? So the only IP reconnaissance we will be doing if website IP address is visible. Okay, if website IP address is exposed, in that case only we will be doing IP recon. Okay, so yeah, that's all about the theory of the reconnaissance. In next videos, what we will be doing, we will be doing practical of the reconnaissance. In first video, I will talk about the obviously the passive reconnaissance, and I will cover one method which is online tools, right? So similarly, in next one I will to cover the GitHub tools. In next one I will cover the, let's say, my own method. Then next one I will cover the Parrot OS tools, right? So there will be 4 videos on passive, there will be 4 videos on active, and obviously I'm not going to cover all of tools. I will cover each tool from one category. Okay, one tool from each category. That's what I'm going to cover. And yeah, so next 8 videos are going to be about this one. Okay, so yeah, that's all about the reconnaissance. If you have any doubt, please let me know in the comment and I'll be happy to help you.